Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. Welcome. The purpose of this video is to help you apply what you've learned about conjugating regular AR verbs in the preterite. Remember to study the topic in your textbook first. You can also watch the grammar tutorial video. If you're not a student in one of my classes, you can just Google the topic and you'll find lots of great YouTube videos that describe how you conjugate verbs in the preterite. And when you're ready to practice, then come here. So let's get started. Just a super quick review here. You cannot get away without memorizing the preterite endings of regular AR verbs. Okay, so these are the endings for regular AR verbs in the preterite. You just have to memorize this, and be sure also, as you memorize them, associate those endings with the subject pronouns as well. For example, you should know that the E with the accent mark only goes with the yo. That's it. Okay, so once you memorize this, then there's only one other little piece of the puzzle, and that is the process of conjugating, or the mechanics of conjugating a verb. It's very simple. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. So you start with your infinitive, step 1. So we have hablar as an example, to speak. Step 2, just remove the AR from the infinitive and you're left with the root. So here, HABL is the root of the verb hablar. And step 3, the only thing that you have to do is just add your ending to the root. So I take my root, I add my ending, and that's it. That's how you conjugate AR verbs. Most verbs in Spanish are regular AR verbs. So now you can conjugate thousands of verbs in the preterite tense. Okay, so let's go ahead and practice some conjugation. Here's the practice part. I have a little prompt here. The subject pronoun in the infinitive, you have to just convert it. You have to conjugate it. Very simple. So how do you say, in other words, for this example, how do you say I spoke? It's past tense, it's preterite. Conjugate it and you've got it. Yo hablé. Yo hablé. Remember, hablar, the H is silent in hablar. So, hablé. Yo hablé. Yo hablé. I spoke. Ellos and hablar. What you want to say here is they spoke. How do you say they spoke? Remove your AR. Replace it with the right ending. Ellos hablaron. Ellos hablaron. They spoke. You spoke. ¿Cómo se dice you spoke? Tú hablaste. Tú hablaste. You spoke. She spoke. Ella habló. Ella habló. She spoke. Nosotras. We spoke. And remember, this is a group of females speaking. Nosotras hablamos. Nosotras hablamos. We spoke. They spoke. Ellos hablaron. Ellos hablaron. Mis amigos. What happens when it's a noun that's not one of the subject pronouns? All you have to do is figure out which subject pronoun will substitute for that noun. So mis amigos, my friends. If I want to, I would say in English, my friends spoke, but if I want to substitute a subject pronoun for my friends, I would say they. So you find the they in Spanish, and that's the form that you use. So my friends spoke. Mis amigos hablaron. Mis amigos hablaron. You spoke. Formal you. ¿Cómo se dice? Usted habló. Usted habló. Let's try a different verb now. Trabajar. To work. So how do you say I worked? Yo trabajé. Yo trabajé. They worked. ¿Cómo se dice? They worked. Ellas trabajaron. Ellas trabajaron. They worked. Ellas trabajaron. Caminar, to walk. He walked. He walked. Él caminó. Él caminó. Pensar, to think. Keep in mind that pensar is a stem changer in the present tense, but in the preterite it's regular. So when you go from one tense to another, what you learned as irregular or stem changing in one tense may not be the same in another tense. So this is just a regular verb in the preterite. I thought. ¿Cómo se dice I thought? Yo pensé. Yo pensé. They studied. ¿Cómo se dice they studied? Ellos estudiaron. Ellos estudiaron. Mirar, to look at, or to watch. So she looked at. She watched. Ella miró. Ella miró. Tú, comprar. You, to buy. You bought. Buy is irregular in English. It's an irregular preterite. You bought. Not buyed. So in Spanish, it's regular. You bought. Tú compraste. Tú compraste. You bought. And let's go with one more example here and we'll finish up. Limpiar, to clean. How do you say I cleaned? Yo limpié. Yo limpié. Yo limpié. Okay, well that's it for this video. Just keep practicing. The more you force yourself to practice conjugating verbs, the better you'll get at it. Okay, so if you didn't get them all right, go back to the beginning of the practice part and just keep redoing it until you get them all right, and then you've really learned something. That's it for this video.